daughter broke her first board in karate class when she was 6 years old. She raised her knee up high in the air like she'd been taught, and brought her heel down through the board like a little pink sledgehammer, splitting it in half with a loud, satisfying crunch. I was proud and relieved, like any mother would be, but at the same time, the thought flashed through my mind, what in God's name have I done? Which is kind of a peculiar doubt for me to have, given that I'm a black belt myself and have spent many years taking out my aggression on helpless pieces of lumber. But the sound of that board splintering was a brutal reminder for me of exactly how many other things my daughter has broken since she was born. Lily started life with a broken collarbone. She weighed 9¼ pounds at birth, and her shoulders were so wide, the obstetrician had to snap her clavicle in order to pry her out into the world. Since then, she's gone on to break toys, furniture, windows, and major household appliances, accompanying her trail of destruction with a soundtrack of outraged howls and exuberant singing. She breaks things I didn't even realize were breakable under circumstances that seem impossible. Before we enrolled her in karate, she broke her tailbone in ballet class. In ballet class. Ballet class. So really, I don't know what I was thinking when I signed her up to learn how to kick even harder and yell even louder than she already did. In practical terms, I guess I was hoping that karate might teach her not to fall down quite as often. But on a more fundamental level, I enrolled Lily in karate because as a mother, I had always expected to do something like that for my daughter, something to empower her, to teach her to believe in herself. However, my daughter has made it her life's work to shatter not only the possessions and eardrums of the people around her, but also their expectations. She's not small or shy. She doesn't have to be encouraged to speak up for herself. Lily tramples boundaries and blunders past limitations like a rampaging buffalo in knee socks. Burgeoning and often unwarranted self-confidence is a constant source of terror for me. It leads her to believe that she already knows how to swim, or ride a two-wheel bike, or operate a power sander. These aren't the qualities I had anticipated in a daughter. I had believed in some vague way that all little girls were timid and needed nurturing. Lily needed a parole officer. The evening after she broke her board, we watched The Wizard of Oz on TV, and when the cowardly lion appeared roaring and chased Toto through the forest, I cheered as Dorothy stepped up and slapped him in the face. It's a charming scene, the brave little girl standing up to a monster in defense of her cherished pet. Lily was unimpressed. She said, I could have slapped him harder than that. Where did you come from? And what am I supposed to do with you? I had always imagined that my greatest achievement as a mother would be teaching my daughter to be powerful and assertive and fearless. And she didn't need me for that. Those were the gifts I could give her. Those were the skills I had gained through decades of training and bitter experience. And she didn't need them. Which broke my heart, in a way. When you break something, it becomes forever two things. A mother and daughter aren't the same person, no matter how much they have in common. There's always a space between us. And while our instincts may prompt us to close that gap and to mend the break itself is really something to celebrate. It creates an opening where new possibilities can emerge. It's a triumph, even if it hurts. Once I got past the sting of it, I realized that Lily needs me for other things. She needs me to provide Band-Aids and Tylenol. Get broken glass out of her bedroom carpet and scrape the gum off the ceiling. She needs me to be patient with her. Being a mother means you don't always get to play to your strengths. And she'll need me as she gets older too, and enters a world that doesn't quite know what to do with big, strong girls. Lily and I aren't going to navigate that world the same way, perhaps, but I hope our differences can become a shared strength as we find our way through it, because it's a world that could use a little more loudness, a world that needs to be broken in one or two places. And my daughter is just the person to do it. Thank you.